So I think it's fair to say that Apple is the market leader when it comes to phones, laptops, and most recently, watches? The marketing of these watches is something quite incredible, as I went from wearing a Casio, a Fitbit, to an Apple Watch in just a few short years. You got me, Apple. But it got me thinking, is it possible to get all these great Apple Watch features for the tenth of the price? Yes, a tenth of the price. So I started researching online and I come across this watch called Huawei. Yes, Huawei. And these watches have all the similar features of the Apple Watch for a tenth of the price. We're talking $29.99. So I thought we have to put this to the test. So for the past week, I've been wearing the Huawei Band Watch 4. And in today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing everything there is, from taking out of the box, the durability, what it's like to wear the watch, the features, the tracking, how it compares to my Apple Watch, and if it is worth the price of $29.99. So make sure you watch all the video and let's find out which watch is the best. So a week ago I ordered my Huawei watch, and for the past week I've been wearing it alongside my Apple Watch. I actually just discovered that this is called double fisting, which sounds hilarious, sounds a bit rude, and is what the celebrities do. So yeah, I'm a double fister, and that's a fun fact I thought you'd like to know. So the setup. When the watch arrived, it looked very sleek. It's very similar looking to a Fitbit, which I have had previously, a very subtle design. It's light enough that you don't really notice it on your wrist if you're not used to wearing a watch, which I know some people aren't. The strap has many slits which make it easy to get perfect around your wrist. I know this can be a problem with some watches if there isn't enough slits in it, so you kind of end up wearing the watch too loose or too tight. So comfort wise, this is absolutely perfect. And yeah, no complaints. It's essentially basically a Fitbit. Now this is most likely due to my years of loyal Apple use. However, I did find myself quite flummoxed when I initially started trying to set up the watch. I imagine I would be like this with anything non-Apple, as you're learning a new software and a new layout. I even struggled how to get the watch to show the time. This is not a blemish on the watch at all. I'm so used to Apple is so easy, and I guess that's why they're the leading brand. You can literally take them out of the box and start using, that I wasn't used to having to figure something out. And yeah, when you first get the watch, it doesn't work when you tap on the screen. You don't know how to charge it. It can be a little bit confusing. There isn't really any instructions on the watch itself. However, like anything on the internet, a quick YouTube search kind of got me up a tutorial, and within a few minutes I was up and running. And yeah, you just have to tap this bottom button here to get the screen to come on, which when you know is very obvious. And also the charging is very unique and something that flummoxed me again at the start, but is also quite genius. So for the charging, you actually just clip the watch apart, you take off the biggest part of the strap, and then you'll notice that you can just plug it into a USB. Now you need to make sure that it's plugged in the right way. For the first day I had it plugged upside down and it didn't charge, which was causing me problems, of course. But yeah, this is ingenious, especially someone who likes to travel a lot. You're not gonna have to worry about taking extra charger or anything like that. Your watch literally has its charger built into the watch, which is absolute genius. Yeah, how many times have you been traveling and you forget all your chargers, or you forget a charger and you're really stuck, or you have to buy a new one from the airport, which is expensive? So yeah, this is such an ingenious feature and something I think for $29.99 is an incredible idea. So the setup. So once I had it fully charged and I kind of figured out how to use it, so you download that app and sync it to your phone. And this allows you to sync data for the watch to your phone. So you can count your steps, count your calories, distance travel, track your workouts, monitor your sleep, set an alarm, timer, and stopwatch. Oh, you can also tell the time, but no one uses a watch for that reason anymore. Tracking wise has been very good as well. The first couple of nights it didn't actually register my sleep. I don't know what the problem was. I think maybe it is because I was wearing it on my right wrist, because I was wearing two watches. So I switched my watches over and then that eradicated the problem, and that wasn't an issue. And tracking since has been perfect. It tracks everything, as I said, your step count, your calorie, you can do your heart rate, it tracks your sleep and also tracks your workouts. And like the Apple Watch, you can kind of flick through and select kind of what workout you are doing, and it will correspond the calorie burn to that, which is all very impressive and I'm super happy with. As you can probably guess so far, I have literally been blown away with how impressive this watch has been for the low price point of $29.99. It really goes to show how much you pay for a brand over a non-brand. The similarities to the Apple Watch are almost identical. You can wear it in the shower, it's light and comfortable. It only costs $29.99. The battery life lasts almost a week. I only had to charge it the one time this whole week, which compared to my Apple Watch, I have to charge pretty much every single day. And yeah, once again, the built-in charger I think is an absolute game changer, especially someone who likes to travel a lot like me. And as well as the price point, like $29.99, you can barely get a watch that tells the time, let alone does all these amazing features. And this is also the bottom of the range of the Huawei watches. They also do have more smart watches, so this isn't kind of a fair comparison, because I'm comparing a more advanced Apple Watch to this watch, but it goes to show how amazing this watch actually is, that it stands up to a watch that's nearly 10 times its cost. Honestly, so impressed with the watch so far. And let's go into the negatives. So this is more going to be not negatives about the watch, because I really love the watch and I think it's amazing, but it's more to do with what my Apple Watch can do that this watch can't do. So if you're considering getting this, just to know that it can't do these features as well, but you're only paying $29.99, so you can't expect everything. So number one is going to be answer phone calls on your watch, which is something I've only ever used once, I believe, when I was in the shower and Loretta was in a car accident. I actually only found out then that you can answer and speak to people on your watch, which is useful if you're in the shower, I guess. It saves you like getting out the shower to answer your phone. That's the only time I've used it, but yeah, you can't do that on the Huawei watch. The Huawei watch, you do know your phone is ringing and you can cancel or silence the call, but you can't answer the phone. I'm also able to use Spotify on my Apple Watch, which I can't do with the Huawei watch, which once again, I only use when I'm in the shower. If one of my least favorite shower ballads comes on, I'm able to skip the song. And now thinking about it, if I had to give Apple some kind of award, it would definitely be improving my shower time. So thank you a lot, Apple. Further researching this, just to make sure I'd cover all bases, you can actually change music with the Huawei watch, but you have to have an Android phone, which is a bit of a bummer because I have an Apple phone, but I guess most people who buy Huawei probably won't be iPhone users, because most iPhone users probably will get the Apple Watch because it kind of connects well with it. So maybe that's the reason behind it. They're probably targeting Android users anyway. Yeah, if you have an Android phone, you are able to control your music with this watch as well, which is pretty crazy. My Apple Watch also allows me to sync multiple apps, which I find also very useful, like my sleep and meditation apps. I can download straight to my watch and it's super easy to access them, where I can't do that with the Huawei watch as well. I can also use my Apple Watch to use voice commands and Siri to answer questions, which comes in very useful when we're watching a show on Netflix. I want to know what other shows that actor has been in. I know this isn't really a fair review because Huawei does have a smartwatch itself, which I could have compared against my Apple Watch, but I really wanted to see how this compared to a more upmarket watch, because as I say at the beginning, it's 1/10 of the price and it has really blown me out of the water. I'm very impressed. Honestly, for $29.99, I could probably happily lose some of the features that I get from my Apple Watch. Once again, the battery life alone, like I have to charge my Apple Watch every single day, and this will charge for about a week. And yeah, the fact that the charger is all with it as well is pretty priceless and practical in my opinion. So the final verdict, as you can probably guess by the entirety of the video, I am so very impressed with this watch. As I say, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. We just thought it'd be fun. Loretta actually just wanted a smartwatch, so that's kind of why we ordered this one. We just wanted to see how it compared, because I've had Fitbits and stuff before, and this is by far the best watch I've ever seen for the price. And if you're serious about getting into fitness and tracking, but you don't want to spend too much money, I would highly suggest checking one of these out. When I go traveling, I'll probably take one of these and leave the Apple Watch at home, because who's gonna have time to charge the Apple Watch every single day when you're away traveling? So yeah, I really think this has been a great review and it's really been impactful on myself as well, and probably will make me think twice before I start buying more Apple products to see if there is a non-branded version for 1/10 of the price. Then maybe I'll consider getting that instead. So yeah, really stoked with this watch. And yes, that's going to be it for the product review today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Drop in the comments below what watch you have and if you consider getting one of the Huawei band watches. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Who plays Batman in Batman vs Superman?
The answer I found is Ben Affleck, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Adam West, Glenn, Robert Lowry.
Good enough. Thank you. Thank you, Siri.